Much of the southeast frozen right now, but where do we go from here? Are there any additional threats moving forward? And what about this snow that's unfolding across the coast? Hi, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice. Impacts all across the southeast. Here is Greenville, South Carolina, one of many areas that are frozen right now. This is what the city just posted. We had about an inch in downtown Greenville, but it was enough to coat everything with just enough moisture, and temperatures plummeted down into the teens. It is beautiful out, but this is an icy mess across downtown, and I'm forecasting 14 degrees tonight, and that's going to allow things to continue to get icy. Here's a rooftop. You've got a parking garage here coated with about an inch of snow, and with temperatures that went straight down from the 20s to the teens. Even these side streets off of Main Street in Greenville that have been traveled by cars are icy. They look wet. They're not wet. Those are icy roads. And how about how far south this extreme snow went? Check out this snow day in Seaside, Florida. Panama City, Destin areas, folks out enjoying a nice snow day with their dogs. This area used to those white sandy beaches and the beautiful palm trees. Look at this. The sand there covered, it looks like this in the summertime, but this is from snow. 7 inches of snow fell from Pensacola to Destin to Seaside to Rosemary Beach to Panama City Beach. Several inches of snow, even blizzard-like conditions. Look at the Seaside post office right there. Look at the kids. They're sledding and boogie boards. If that's not the most Florida thing I've ever seen, I don't know what is, but absolutely beautiful there as the areas here, including that chapel at Seaside, just absolutely gorgeous around town today. But not supposed to see snow that far south, and not supposed to see snow this much snow in areas like Hilton Head, Charleston, Myrtle Beach. On course tonight to see 5+ inches of snow in some areas. Let's unpack it here for you. Brand new model just finished processing here south of the 85 corridor, south of the I-20 corridor. Still seeing snow 2, 3, 4 a.m. It is just coming down hard and heavy in these areas that don't typically get this kind of snow. It does not taper off until 7, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then it moves out. Couple of things to unpack here. Let's first look at how these totals are unfolding here, because this is a lot of snow. I mean, this high-resolution model is going absolute bonkers. This is additional snow, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of additional snow in Columbia. This model shows 7 inches could fall in Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, Charleston. Now, this assumes a lot of it falls as snow. I'm thinking there's going to be some sleet, some freezing rain, which brings those totals down. Nonetheless, that is a lot of snow. Inland of Savannah could have 6. Maybe 7 inches in some locations along the I-95 corridor. That's what one model shows. Let's look at the NAM model. It just finished processing here. Let's look at the snow totals. I'll pull that up here for you. I mean, still right there along Horry County, inland of I-95, 8, 9 inches of snow. It's got more like 2 to 3 along the coast in Savannah, Hilton Head, Charleston, but inland's 3 to 6 from Pooler to inland parts of Richmond Hill on the I-95 corridor, 6, 7 inches of snow. And here's the problem, folks. Temperatures are going nowhere fast, and that's the problem. Those of you watching right now in Greenville, Charlotte, Atlanta, again, I would normally say a 2-hour delay. I usually consult with superintendents around our area here, and we talk about the weather moving forward. I'm used to telling superintendents, hey, the temperature gets down to 25, 26, 27, which would refreeze things. We're down to 14 tonight. 14 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Charlotte, Atlanta, southern parts of the upstate of South Carolina, down to 6, 7, 8 degrees in Asheville. That not only refreezes things, but hard freeze, hard freeze. Anything that looks wet right now is ice. In fact, I'm noticing on our sky cams looking around Greenville right now, what used to have people just blazing through, people are crawling right now on the interstate. That tells me the wetness is now ice. Big problems. Icy situation here as we fall down to 17. Here's the deal. Normally a 2-hour delay would suffice. It allows temperatures to warm up post-snow, especially if you have sunshine. Let's look at what a 2-hour delay would do here. This is 9 a.m. We're at 18 in Greenville, 19 in Greer. Let's go to 10 a.m. 21 in Greenville, 24 in Spartanburg. That's not going to cut it. That doesn't allow any melting. As we go to 11 a.m., it's 24 in Greenville, 26 in Spartanburg. Here is noon, 28 at Greer, 26 in Greenville. Here is 1 p.m., it's 29 in Greenville, 30 in Spartanburg. Here's 1 p.m., finally 31. That looks to be our high for the day. So 31's our high by 1 o'clock. That doesn't allow a lot of room for melting. So I'm afraid these roads are going to be a problem through at least the first part of tomorrow. They're going to treat them. There's going to be some people driving on the roads. That should help, but it's still going to be very icy. So where do we go from here? Well, the pattern here would have us shifting to a positive NAO, positive North Atlantic Oscillation. That doesn't always correlate to warmer temperatures, but in this case, it just means we don't have extremes. So we would be near normal. When that number's flatlining around 0 or slightly above it, that means near normal or slightly above normal temperatures because there's no blocking pattern. North Atlantic Oscillation, basically when it turns significantly negative, tells me there's a big blocking pattern, which means that trough digs in way down south. So that's when you get this. 30, 35 degree below normal temperatures across the south, Midwest, just way below normal. If your normal high is 30 in the upper Midwest, 30 degrees below, that means you're near 0 for a high. That's what we have. Let's move forward here. The models here show we get near normal finally going into the weekend, into early next week where we're in this blue, which is plus or minus 1 or 2 degrees of normal. This would be by Sunday. Going into Monday of next week, we cool down a little bit, but here's some warming up. By Tuesday, we're 5, 10 degrees above normal. That would be 50s. And then we cool down a little bit. A couple of cool fronts come through, get us near normal. But overall, next week is above normal by a few degrees. And then going into the 30th, 31st of January, we cool down a little bit. Another front comes through. We're 5 degrees below normal. I think we can handle 5 degrees below normal. If your normal high is 50, you'll be at 45. Not too bad. Moving into the first week of February, 5, 10 degrees below normal at any given time as cold fronts move through. It gets cool. But overall, look at this creeping back in. This would be February 5th through the 10th, some 5 to 10 degrees, maybe even 15 to 20 degrees above normal. You know what that means? That means near 60 in many areas of the south. And right now, I do not see any appreciable snow or ice chances through that entire time frame here as I map out the New American model. A little bit of rain next Monday on the 29th through early next week. And then going into the rest of the month, this gets us for the first few days of February. Could have a big rainmaker. Now, of course, things could change between now and February 2nd. But simply put, I don't see a big bout of cold air that would block things in place to give us snow chances or significantly below normal temperatures for a given period of time. Now, that doesn't mean you can't cool down for a day or two and get a snow chance to crop up anywhere here, but generally speaking, we are turning more mild next week. We are turning more warm as a pattern, not to say we won't have cold nights or cool 2 or 3 days here or there, but overall, looks like we're warming up to round out January and to start off our February. So that's the way things are shaping up right now, folks. If you like this channel, if you appreciate the level of forecasting here, please like this video. Let me know where in the comment section you're watching from right now and subscribe to updates wherever you're watching from right now. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I sure appreciate you joining me here. Please subscribe to those updates and turn on notifications. That'll help you stay informed when we have situations like we've had tonight where we get some interesting weather that is unlike anything we have seen in decades across the Carolina coast all the way to the Florida coast, panhandle of Florida, seeing significant snow in areas that are used to those white sandy beaches are getting white sandy snowy beaches today. It is icy, folks. Please, if you don't have to be out traveling, please, please, please be careful out there. Roads are treacherous in many, many areas. Talk to you soon, folks.